Hello guys and gals, Geek Pinoy here with another Hearthstone, and today we're going to open 60 packs of GVG, Goblins versus Gnomes, and we're very quite excited about this new expansion to Hearthstone. So, well, here we are. We're going to check out the 60 packs, and let's get on with it, because this is probably going to be a long video anyway. So I'm not actually familiar with all the new cards, but we're gonna check them out one by one, see what we get. And hopefully we can get exciting new cards out of the packs. And here we go. First one. Let's see if we get something interesting here. Okay, so we got Tinker, Sharp Sword, Oil. 4 mana, give your weapon plus 3 attack. Combo, give you a random friendly minion plus 3 attack. Decent card if you combo it to it. We got the Suit Spewer, which I've been seeing a lot of. 3 for 3, free, spell damage plus 1. Ship's Cannon is also a common, so I've been seeing a lot of that. We also have Cog Master. With the Ship's Cannon, I think they're trying to get people into thinking about new pirate decks and stuff like that. Let's see, Cog Master, 1 mana, has 1/2, has 2 attack while I have a mech. Yeah, clearly they wanna create mech decks with this one. Shaman class, Whirling Zapomatic, 2 mana, you get a 3/2, a decent 3/2 with Wind Fury. Yeah, looks good. Alright, let's get on with it. The next pack, let's see. Alright, epic. Alright, Tree of Life, restore all characters to full health, which is interesting. Just also golden. Thank you, Blizzard. Snow Chugger, 2/3, freeze any character damaged by this minion. Yeah, like a smallish water elemental. Okay, we got a warrior weapon here. 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy. Yeah, the RNG is strong in this one. Anyway, it's a good weapon. You get for only 3 mana, you get 4/2. Pretty good. Or another epic. Okay, we got the Hobgoblin. Whenever you play a 1 attack minion, give it 2/2. Oh, which is good for rush decks and all that. Alright, we got rare. Light of the Naru. 1 mana, restore 3 health. If the target is still damaged, summon a Light Warden. Oh, which that's good. Nice packs. Nice to have an early golden. Alright, let's see what's next. Alright, Ship's Cannon, Spider Tank, which is decent 3/4 mech. Alright, we got the Mechanical Yeti, Death Rattle, give each player a spare part. Alright, it's like the Yeti with this 4 and 4/5 stats, 4 mana 4/5 stats, but when it dies it gives you and the other player a spare part. Whirling Zapomatic, I got Dune Maul Shaman. Wind Fury, Overload 1 for 4 mana. He's a 5/4 with a 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy. That's a weird mechanic to have here, but it's fun to have RNG all around. Right, rare. Recycle, shuffle an enemy minion into your opponent's deck. Not really a fan of it, but hey, it's still a removal and they have to pay again, and chances are they aren't gonna get it before they die. Alright, I've been seeing a lot of the Force Tank Max in Arena. It's a decent 8 mana cost, 7/7 with a Divine Shield, so it's pretty big for something with a Divine Shield. Lost Tall Strider, it's a 4 mana cost, 5/4, decent. We got the Ogre Brute, 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of this 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy. Alright, Murlocs are probably gonna get a comeback with the Shaman decks. I wonder what's the first legendary we're actually going to be opening here. Anyway, decent 2 for the Puddle Stomper. 3/2 there. Let's see. Alright, guys, we're probably gonna take a while we're still starting off here, but we'll probably speed up when we know more about the cards. Alright, we got Flying Machine for a 3 cost. It's a Wind Fury with 1 attack and 4 health. Decent. Let's see. Here's another interesting one. Namarigan Infantry. It's a 3 cost, charge, 1/4 taunt minion. Just Nothing there. Alright, Druid of the Fang. 5 mana cost. 4/4 for the Druid's Battle Cry. If you have a beast, transform this minion into a 7/7. Cool. Alright, we got another one. Suit Spewer. We haven't seen that. Oh, we got another recycle, so we completed the playset for that. Alright. Got another rare. Alright, Fell Cannon. 4 mana cost. 3/5. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to a non-mech minion. So you're probably gonna be dealing damage to your own minions if it's not a mech deck. Alright, Ship's Cannon. We've been seeing a lot of that. Stone Splinter. Trog. 2 mana cost. 2/3. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, gain +1 attack. Alright. I know there's a bigger version of this guy. We'll probably see it later. Alright. Flame Cannon. Decent removal. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy minion. Alright. Grab the cost. You're gonna rely on RNG, but if you clear the board first and only have 1 minion to hit, why not, right? Alright, we have Piloted Shredder. 4 mana cost. 4/3. So Death Rattle. Summon a random 2 cost minion. So yeah, it's a decent card because for 4 mana cost, you're getting 2 minions, and what's the best 2 cost minion? You'd probably get a 3/2 or something like the Stone Splitter Trog here. Decent cards all around. Next one, okay. Okay, Salty Dog, yeah. Pirate 7/4. Yeah, we see the Lost Soul Strider. Alright. Goblin Blast Mage. 4 mana cost, you get a 5/4. If you have a mech, deal 4 damage randomly split among all enemies. Cool. Alright, decent card. Alright, this one is the funny card. Explosive Sheep. Death Rattle. You get a 2 mana cost. It's a 1/1, but you deal 2 damage to all minions. Probably be nice in a warrior deck. Alright, we got a hunter weapon here. Glavezuka. Battle Cry. Give a random friendly minion +1 attack. It's a 2/2, so it's decent there. Okay. Alright, Tinkertown Technician. For a 3, you get a 3/3. Battle Cry. If you have a mech, gain +1/+1, and add a spare part to your hand. Which is good. Alright, this card is good.
Cool. Rare.
Alright, Golden Rare. Matter Bomber. You got a 5/4. 5 mana cost with a 5/4. Battle Cry. Deal 6 damage, random split between all other characters. We'd probably see a Maddest Bomber one of these days. Probably be dealing 8 or 10 damage everywhere. Hey, nice to see it golden though. Alright, rare. Shadow Boxer. Priest card. For a 2 mana cost, you get 2/3. Whenever a character is healed, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Alright. Yeah, 4 stack max, we see that. Puddle Stomper. Alright, next one. Snow Chugger, yeah, we see that. Another Tinkertown Technician. Alright, rare. Paladin. Scarlet Purifier. For 3 mana cost, you get a 4/3. It deals 2 damage to all minions with Death Rattle. Cool. For those anti-priest Death Rattle decks. Another Snow Chugger there. Shrinkmeister. It's a 2 mana cost minion for the priest. It's 3/2. Battle Cry. Give a minion -2 attack this turn. Alright. So probably 4 is not a safe number. Attack value now when you're battling priest. Crackle. Alright, it's another good card. It's a 2 mana cost for shamans. You deal 3 to 6 damage with just 1 overload. So technically you're paying 3 mana for something that would deal out around 6 damage, minimum of 3. So you're still getting good stats if you roll with a 3. Alright, Annoyatron. Yeah, I've seen a lot of this in Arena. 2 mana cost, Taunt, and Divine Shield. Pretty annoying guy if you ask me, really. Alright, Floating Watcher. I was waiting for this one. It's a 5 cost minion. It's a 4/4. Whenever your hero takes damage on your turn, you gain +2/+2. So technically you probably get the 2/2 if nobody removes it on your turn. Alright, Explosion Sheep. Then, alright, Cobalt Guardian. It's a 5 mana cost, 6/3. Whenever you summon a mech, gain Divine Shield. Oh, you can recycle the Divine Shield on this one. Good. Alright. Interesting card so far. Still waiting for our first legend. Alright, yeah, Gizuga, we've seen that. Gilblin Stalker. Decent to. Alright, Epic. Quartermaster, 5 cost, 2/5. Valkyrie, give your silver hand recruits +2/+2. I think I saw a card that's actually just 3 cost mana that would give you, I don't know, 4 hand recruits or 3 hand recruits. This guy would really be a lot of help with that. Alright, we got another Dune Maul Shaman and another Lost Tall Strider. Oh, missed that. I'm trying to go with variation here and doing a manual and doing the space bar. So, alright. Next one, Valence Chosen for the priest. 3 mana cost. It'll give a minion 2/4 and spell damage +1. Cool. Alright, we got the set for the Crackle. Alright, Iron Sensei for the rogues. 3 cost. It's a 2/2. At the end of your turn, give another friendly mech 2/2. Alright, decent enough. Alright, Clockwork Gnome. Death Rider, add a spare part to your hand. Good for rush decks. Alright, we got another Piloted Shredder here. 4/3. Okay. Alright, we got another Fell Cannon, another Clockwork Gnome, and another Suit Skewer. Warbot. Okay, for the warrior. It's a 1 cost. And rage +1 attack. Alright. Epic. Quartermaster again. Okay, another Floating Watcher. Another Mech Warper. Alright. This guy's cool because if you're building a mech deck, this is probably the second thing you want to put down the moment you get 2 mana crystals out. Alright, another Explosive Sheep, Namuragan Infantry, another one of that, and another Light of Naru. Still waiting for our first legendary here. Alright, another Golden Common, Spider Tank, Mech card, another Warbot, Anodized Robocop, Cub. 2 mana cost. Taunt, choose 1. +1 attack or +1 health. Alright. Bomb Lobber. I like this card a lot because it's a 5 cost minion. You get a decent 3/3 on the board, but you get a really good removal of 4 damage to a random enemy minion. So you'd probably hit a lot of guys with that. Another Crackle here. Alright. See what else. Okay, we got the Dark Bomb for the Warlock. It's a decent removal for 2 mana cost. You get 3 damage. Alright, Little Exorcist. Taunt. Battle Cry. Gain +1/+1 for each enemy Death Rattle minion. Alright, good. If you're up against Death Rattle Priest. Let's see. Another Clockwork Gnome. Another Tall Strider here. Another Ticker Town Technician. Okay, let's start on this side now. Alright, we got Burly Rockjaw Trog. Yeah, it's the bigger. I forgot the other Trog. It's a 4 cost, 3/5, and you gain 2 attack every time somebody casts a spell, or the enemy casts a spell. Alright, we got Antique Healbot. You get a 5 cost, 3/3. You store 8 health to your hero. Alright, Paladins are gonna have a really good time with that card. Goblin Blast Mage, another one of those. Alright, Ogre Brute. And yeah, we're seeing a lot of Ship's Cannon here. Probably the most common card of all so far. Alright, another Spider Tank. Another Little Exorcist. Cogmaster, another one of those. Another Explosive Sheep. And another Valence Chosen. We're almost up to our 20th card and still no legendary. Alright. Another Clockwork Gnome, another Antique Healbot, another Clockwork Gnome. Alright, Vitality Totem. It's 2 cost totem. At the end of your turn, restore 4 health to your hero. Alright, big deal for shamans here. They've got decent heal now, and they have their class card heal. Alright, another Dark Bomb. Here's our 20th card. Alright, decent cards. Puddle Stomper. Another. Okay, this is the guy that I forgot about. It's a smaller, burly frog. Alright. Another Goblin Blast Mage. Ancestor's Call. 4 costs for the Shaman. Put a random minion from each player's hand into the battlefield. Oh! This is good. If nobody has... If you only have one last card, or a minion card, and then the enemy doesn't have any more cards, or probably only a spell, if you know if he only has a spell card, this is the best card to put down to win you the game. Alright. Another Sweet Skewer. Starting to hate that card. Seeing a lot of attacks. 2. Alright, another Energized Robocub. Mech Warper. We got a playset here. Another Recycle for the Druid. Another Floating Watcher. Another Sharp Sword Foil. Alright. See what else. Upgraded Repair Bot. Okay. 5 costs, a decent 5/5. Give a friendly mech plus 4 health. Oh, it's good. It's a good card. If you're building a really mech deck. Another Ogre War Maul for the warrior. Another Recycle. We got a lot of these, and then another Floating Watcher here, and another Explosive Sheep. Okay, still nothing here. Floating Watcher, Clockwork Gnome, Whirling Zap-O-Matic. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, we got the set for the Druid of the Fang and Siege Engine. 5 costs, 5/5. Whenever you gain armor, give this minion. Oh, nice. This is looking good for the warrior class. For the Control Armor Warrior. Alright. Let's see. Another Stone Splinter Frog, another Suit Spewer. I had this guy because he's actually taking up most of the rares in this packs. Another Tinker Town, another Stone Splinter Frog. Alright. Still waiting for that first legendary here. Another Tinker Town, another Mech Warper. Micro Machine. Alright. 2 cost, 1/2. At the start of each turn, gain +1 attack. Oh, alright. Decent enough for Russian. Alright, finally we got our first unstable portal. 2 cost. Add a random minion to your hand. It costs 3 less. My god, this card is so strong for mage. Alright. Alright, we got another Matter Bomber here. Let's see, still a long way to go, almost halfway. Goblin Sapper. It's a 3 cost, 2/4 minion. Has +4 attack while your opponent has 6 or more cards in hand. Oh, the anti-hand lock. Okay. Flying Machine, Wind Fury, 1/4 for free. Decent enough. Seal of Light for the Paladin. 2 cost. Restore 4 health to your hero and gain +2 attack this turn. Wow. Paladins are making a comeback for sure. Okay, Shielded Minibot. It's a 2 cost, 2/2 with a Divine Shield. Decent card here. We got the Cobra Shot for a 5 mana cost spell. You get to deal 3 damage to an enemy minion and enemy hero. Kind of like multi-shot, but you get to target the hero and a minion. Alright. Nothing here. Another Ogre Brute. Goblin Auto Barber. 2 costs 3/2. Give your weapon +1 attack. Alright, decent for the rogue. Another spider tank. Another Gilbin stalker. Call pet. Draw card. If it's a beast, it costs 4 less. Whoa. Okay. Wonder a lot of fun things that could happen there. Alright, Radiant Infantry. Another Valence Chosen. Another upgraded repair bot. Alright, it's 5/5/5. Your friendly mech before. Yeah, you see that. Yeah, this is the card I've been talking about. Muster for battle. It's a 3 cost spell for the paladin. You summon 3 1/1 silver hand recruits and equip a 1/4 weapon. Wow. Alright, pretty good card for the paladin. Alright, we got another mechanical yeti. Alright, is this it? Oh, not yet. No legend here yet. Spider tank, salty dog, another cogman. Oh, here's our first legend. Alright, we got Trugsor the Earthinator. It's a 7 cost, 6/6 minion. You get, whenever your opponent casts a spell, summon a burly rockjaw trog. Alright, yeah, for the anti-spell, I don't know, I'm really not sure where to use this card yet. Alright, we got another Energized Robocub. We'll probably think of something here. Alright, nice to see a legend though, wherever it is. Another Mechanical Yeti, another Puddle Stomper, alright, Technician. Alright, Anima Golem. At the end of each turn, destroy this minion if it's your only one. Oh, the emo mech for the Warlock. Huh, looks good. Alright, Implosion. Deals 2 to 4 damage to a minion. Summon a 1/1 imp for each damage dealt. Oh, cool. So these guys actually go together. So the Anima is not gonna be lonely. Okay, another Anitron. Shield Maiden. It's a 6 cost minion with a 5/5. Then you gain 5 armor. Oh, pretty good card. Yes, if I do say so myself. Especially for the another Anitron, which is actually annoying. Flying Machine and Shrink Meister. Another one of those. Another Crackle. Another Stone Splinters Trog. Snow Chugger. Yeah, another. Okay, we got the playset for Implosion. We've been seeing a lot of Puddle Stomper. Wonder how many legends we're actually gonna get now. Alright. Anodized Robocop. Antique Healbot. Another Force Tank max here. Alright, a golden rare. It's the Golden Suit Spewer. Anyway. Alright, we got another Bomb Lobber here. Alright, we're speeding up. Along. Alright, another Explosive Sheet. Power Maze. 3 cost weapon for the Shaman. It's a 3/2. Death Rattle. Give a random friendly mech +2/2. Alright. Another Snow Chugger there. Another Mech Warper. Another Lil Exorcist. Alright, we got another epic here. Alright, start with the common ones. Alright, another one of those, another Puddle Stomper. Start with the rare card. Kazan Mystic. 4 cast, 4/3 minion. Take control of a random enemy secret. Oh, cool. Alright, Steam Whittle Sniper. 2 cost, 2/3. Your hero power can target minions. Pretty powerful card. Really powerful. There. You wanna ping everywhere, not just the hero. Let's see what we got for this set. All the same. Another one of those, and another Micro Machine. Let's see what the rare is. Metal Tooth Leaper. 3 cost, solid 3/3 for the hunter. It's a mech. Battle cry. Give your other mechs +2 attack. Oh, cool. For the rush mech type. Let's see. Another dark bomb. Another piloted shredder. Another snow chugger. Target dummy is kind of funny because it's a 0 cost 0/2 minion. There's a lot of ways you can pop this up for free. Alright, another Cobra shot. Okay. Nothing special here. Early Rockjaw, another Glaive Zuka, another Glaive Zuka. Wow! Blizzard really hates me with this pack. 3 Glaive Zukas. It's not gonna. Alright, at least we got a golden rare here. Dune Maul Shaman, another one. I think I already got a gold here. I forgot. Anyway. Right, not the worst pack in the world. At least we got a gold. Alright. Okay, another Fell Cannon, another Puddle Stomper, another Antique Healbot. Alright, we got another Fell Weaver. 5 for 8/8. Whenever your opponent plays a card, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Pretty decent if you're... I don't know how to play this card. Probably see a lot of it. Or we'll probably see a lot of fun decks use it. Alright, Seal of Light, Golden Seal of Light for the Paladin. Down to our 21st deck, or pack. Let's see what we got. Alright, here's our second legendary. Let's wait for that. Save that for the last one we open. Mechanical Yeti, Gilbin Stalker, another Dark Bomb. Let's see what this is. Alright, another Dune Maul Shaman. I'm beginning to hate this card because I'm seeing a lot of it so far in all my packs. Let's see who you are.
Legendary.
Alright, we got Mogre the Ogre. 6 cast minion with a 7/6. All minions have a 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy. I'm wishing to get a class-specific legendary. At least we got a legendary, right? Alright, let's see what cards we get. It's a basic pack. Let's hope for a golden here. Right, nothing we haven't. I'm seeing a lot of duplicates in my packs now. Let's see what this is. Alright, Scarlet Purifier. Yeah, deal 2 damage to all minions with Death Rattle. Very decent card. Alright, let's check out. Okay, another kind of simple pack. Another Micro Machine, another Numerangan Infantry, another Warbot. Let's start with this one below. Alright, we got the playset for the Vitality Totem, the Shaman. And another Hateful Dune Maul Shaman. How many do we get with the Dune Maul Shaman? We're gonna check it out later. Alright, this is a simple pack. Micro Machine, Shielded Minibot, another one of those. Another Flame Cannon. Another Burly Rockjaw Trog. Another Unstable Portal. So we got enough to play a set in a deck. Alright, another simple pack. Cogmaster, Piloted Shredder, Annoyantron, Warbot. Let's see what this is. Another Target Dummy. Alright, we got the playset for the Target Dummy. I'm hoping we don't get any more of those. Let's see. Alright, pretty simple pack. Another Crackle. Another Snow Chugger. Another Explosive Sheep. And another upgraded Repair Bot. Alright, pretty simple pack. Snow Chugger. Anodized Robocop. Flying Machine. Alright, we got the Golden Shielded Minibot. And alright, we got another recycle here. We're gonna recycle a lot of cards. Alright. Alright, 2 rares to look forward to. Another Crackle. Another Annoyantron. Another Crackle. Another recycle. I don't know, we got 4 of these already. Another target dummy. I hate that when that happens. Shit. I hope we get one more, at least one more legendary. Come on, Blizz. Be good to me. At least we got an epic here. Another Tinker Sharp Sword Oil. Another Dark Bomb. Another Nomorangian Infantry. Light of Naru. And Shadow Bomber. Deal 3 damage to each hero. Kind of a variation of the Flame Imp, but you're dealing damage to other hero. And if it doesn't deal anymore, or it doesn't deal with that minion early on, you're gonna deal another 2 damage. Pretty good card if you ask me. Alright, simple pack, Seal of Light, Force Tank, another Rockjaw Trog, another Robocup, another Goblin Blast Mage. We're gonna be down to our last 10 packs, so let's see what we have. Alright, simple packs all along. Let's see what this is. Another Foul Cannon. Wow, Blizzard cards kinda hates me with these sets of packs. Alright, Warbot, another Whirling Zap-O-Matic, another Force Tank there. Another Flying Machine, what is this? Oh, okay, Power Mace, it's a new card. 3/3/2, 3 cost 3/2, Death Rattle, give up. We've seen this card. I think we've seen this card. Alright. Right, down to our 8th pack after this. Another Druid of the Fang, another Dark Bomb, another Salty Dog, another Snow Tugger. Alright, Gnomish Experimenter. It's a 3 cost, 3/2. Battle Cry, draw a card. If it's a minion, transform it into a chicken. Wow, that hurts. Alright, simple pack here. Antique Healbot, Echo Machine, another one of those, another one of those. Alright, Screw Jank Clunker. It's a 4 cost, 2/5. Give a friendly mech 2/2. A decent card for the warrior. Alright, simple pack. Rockjaw Trog again, another explosive sheet, another Dark Bomb. Alright, we got a golden, another golden Suit Spewer. Alright. Beginning to hate the Suit Spewer a lot. I just hope it's a decent card that you can actually use in decks. Okay, another one of those, another one of that, and Siege Engine. It's a 5 cost 5/5 for the warrior. Whenever you gain armor, give this minion +1 attack. Alright, cool. So, in essence, after you play it, when it's ready to attack, it's actually going to be a 7 or 6/5. That's still decent, but it's going to be good comboed with the Armor Smith. Alright, 2 rares here. Another Tinkertown, another Ogre Brute. Let's see. Alright, another Scarlet Purifier. Alright, Mistress of Pain. It's a 2 cost 1/4. Whenever this minion deals damage, restore that much health to your hero. Alright, something like a reverse lifelink. Cool. Let's pump that card up. Alright, another Warbot, another Seal of Light, another Force Tank. One-Eyed Cheat for the Rogue. It's 2 cost 4/1. Whenever someone pirate gains stealth. Alright. Another Shadow Bomber. Alright, here's our 3rd legendary. Thank you. Alright, let's see what we have. Ship's Cannon, another Nomorangian Infantry, another Pilot Shredder, another Iron Sensei, and what are you?
Legendary.
Alright, Mechgineer Thermoflog. It's a 9 cost minion with a 9/7. It's a mech. Whenever an enemy minion dies, summon a Leper Gnome. decent card. Alright. Down to our last 2 packs. Alright. Another Micro Machine, another Crackle, another Rockjaw Trog. Alright, Eliminator. It's a 3 cost, 2/4 minion for all classes. If you control a secret at the end of your turn, restore 4 health to your hero. Oh, good for the hunters, because they basically don't have any heals. Alright. King of Beasts. It's a 5 cost, 2/6 minion for the hunter. It's a taunt, it has Battle Cry, gain +1 attack for each other beast you have. Cool. Okay. Our last pack. Let's do this. Let's hoping when we put this down we roll a legendary. Or at least a decent pack. Okay, right. Nope, nothing special here. Another Dark Bomb, another Ogre Brute, Lost Tall Strider, and what do we have? We get Scarlet Purifier. Alright, I guess that's it. Let's see what we have so far. You know what? Let's see. Now I was thinking of actually. Alright, can we view by, alright, we got view by set here. Let's see what we got. Alright. Alright, we got a couple. We got 6 recycles and 7 anodized Robocubs. Ouch, that hurt. At least we got a golden tree of life. I know we got. Alright. For the hunter, yeah, I opened the free pack I opened, we had Gazrilla. Alright, anyway. Alright, we got 5 Glavezukas, and no copies for the other cards, except for Cobra Shot. What else? Alright, for the Paladin, we got 5 Goblin Blast Mages, 6 Suit Spewers, a set of Golden Suit Spewers, great, 9 plus Snow Chuggers, great. How many did we get? I don't know. Anyway, alright, we got 2 Unstable Portals and 4 Flame Cannons. Alright, what do we get here? For the Paladin, we got 4 Scarlet Purifiers and just 1 of the Muster for Battle. I was hoping to get more of this. And 3 Shielded Minibots and a Golden Minibot. Cool, alright. Alright, we got a set for the Shadow Bomber, so we could try out a cool rush deck for Priest. We got the Shriekmeister. What else? We got Valens Chosen, 5 of those. Alright, what else? Alright, for Row, we got 6 copies of Tinker's Sharp Sword Oil, an Iron Sensei, and Goblin Autobot Barber. At least we got the set for that. Alright, what else do we have? We got a Golden Dune Wall Shaman, 5 Whirling Zapomatics, and 8 Crackles. What am I gonna do with 8 Crackles? Alright, for the Warlock, our favorite class, we got 9 Dark Bombs, 4 Falcannons, and 6 Floating Watchers. I was hoping to get another Anima Golem there. Anyways. Alright. Let's see. Alright, we got 6 Warbots and 4 of the Ogre War Mauls. Alright, let's go with the neutral minions here. Alright, we got 5 Aniatrons and a lot of Mech Warpers. And a lot of Explosive Sheep and a lot of Clockwork Gnomes there. What else? I was hoping to get a couple more Hobgoblins, but hey, whatever, right? Yeah, we got pretty too much of Stone Splinter Trog there and the Norwegian Infantry. We got a lot of Spider Tanks, especially Tinkertown Technicians. Another Rockjaw Trog there. Let's see, Anti-Keelbot. At least we got the Golden Matter Bomber. Cool looking. For let's see what else. Spell Reaver is an interesting card. Alright, here's our legendaries. The three legendaries we got is the Mogre, the Ogre, Trogzor, the Earthinator, and Mechgineer, Thermal Plug. Alright, I'm not complaining. At least we got Goldens and a couple legendaries, right? So that's at least for when you open 60 packs, at least you know you're gonna get three legendaries, one each 20 if you're lucky. If you're lucky, maybe you can get actually more. So, anyways, that's our video. Oh yeah, don't worry, I won't be disenchanting all those extra cards yet. A little tip I got from my friend Cold Snap. I'm gonna do that when we have more changes to come and the cards and all that. Yeah, we'd probably see a couple changes in the next few months of play. So that's it. Um, I hope you enjoyed the video. Just let me know what you think in the comments, or if you like the videos and want to see more, just go ahead and click subscribe, and that's it. Thank you for watching. This is Geek Pinoy.